remember our first date like it was yesterday. We had so much fun. I didn't want the night to end at all. And from there, we were inseparable. And as time went on, we moved in quickly, and the relationship went pretty quickly. Went from, the first date to eventually living together within 3 months. After we were living together, things were still pretty blissful the first 4 or 5 months. And then after that, started to see signs of possession, signs of anger, different things that were a little alarming to me, but I was so madly in love that I just wanted to choose to ignore those signs. When they say the saying love is blind, it truly was in my situation. So as time went on, he wanted me to basically be with him all the time. I didn't have any friends left, and I had a huge group of friends whenever our relationship started. I was very close with my family. I had little contact with my family at that point. Basically, my world revolved around working and around him. Then after that, there was a little bit of hair pulling, there was shoving, pushing, things being thrown. That started to alarm me a little bit, but after it would happen, he just explained to me, I have a really bad temper, and, you push my buttons. That was always what I was told. I pushed his buttons. So what I tried to do was I tried to be as perfect of a girlfriend as I possibly could. As time went on, I remember we went away on a trip, and we got engaged. And I remember thinking, this might become my whole life, this, name calling, this abuse and different things. Like, I knew it wasn't right, but then I thought to myself, well, if we got engaged, maybe the abuse would stop. And so we got engaged. That night was good. The next morning, he saw some message on Facebook or something. A guy said, "Congratulations." And next thing I knew, my head was being beaten off the floor of Mandalay Bay bathroom. The worst of it got to the point where I remember this like it was yesterday. I was in the shower, and he was mad because I went to the gym that morning. He was always mad if I did things for myself, too. And I was in the shower, and I remember him coming home, and I remember hearing his footsteps walking up the steps as I was in the shower. And even though I take really hot showers, the hot water was hitting my body. I remember just shivering in fear underneath that water, thinking something bad's about to happen. And he ripped open the shower curtain and pulled me out by my hair and threw me across my bedroom floor. I was in the ER, and the nurse came in, and they asked what happened. I said, I was vacuuming the steps. And I have a feeling no one really believed that, and I don't know if I wanted them to believe that either, because it was one of those things. I think I wanted someone just to say, are you okay? Like, something's not right. But, I stayed with him after that, and I remember the doctor coming in and saying, "You have 3 bulging discs in your neck. Did you know that?" And I said no, and I didn't have 3 bulging discs in my neck before I met him. So I know that was from him, but, and I still stayed with him even after that. And needless to say, life went on, and things got hard, and finally we ended up going our separate ways. So I think there's this common misconception about women that are abused, that they're weak and vulnerable. And trust me, I thought all the same things. And you think that until your situation happens, because it happens very slowly. And basically, I compare it to like a chisel and a rock. Somebody just keeps chiseling away at it, and basically your self-esteem gets so low, and your self-confidence and everything you ever knew about yourself just basically becomes nothing. I don't think you realize how great freedom is until it's taken away from you at some point in your life. So my life now is wonderful, and I definitely credit that to, I joined a small group through the women's shelter and with Paula, and it was amazing. Basically got my self-esteem and just basically myself back together.